Product board tutorial. Hi guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be showing you how you can create your own product board roadmap. How does product board works? What are different features that we get in product board to get our tasks done and to create our roadmap? So let's get started. First things first, what you have to do is just come to productboard.com and sign up for free. You actually get a free trial for 15 days and you can just then avail all of the different features for free. There are free plans available and different pricing for each plan. So before we get into the features of roadmap, product board, let me show you the pricing real quick so you have an idea that how much you are going to be paying for productboard.com and what are the different features that you get in the pricing. So you will see right here that there is a essential plan which is $20 and then there is a pro plan which is $50. In essential plan you will get unlimited products, features and roadmaps, free contributors, Jira, and you will get your Google Apps SSO as well. And when we talk about the pro plan, it is $50 and it is everything in essential, and then you will get unlimited customer feedback, custom fields, integrations like Slack and Microsoft Team, which is pretty good, and then all the other features. Then we have a plan which is a scale plan and it is $100 per maker per month, and it has everything that is available in the pro plan, and then it has unlimited customer feedback, unlimited strategic objectives, unlimited teams, Salesforce integrations, customer segmentation. So this is pretty good. And then we have enterprise, which is custom, where you can actually customize your features and the pricing will be customized as well. So there is no free plan available, that is the thing, but you can actually get a free trial for any of these and you can actually request demo for your scale and enterprise. So the pricing is pretty reasonable if we look at the features. Now let's go to our dashboard for product board and let's choose our roadmap and let's explore different layouts and see how this works. So if we go to the productboard.com, so once you sign up, after the initial sign up process, this is what you get, and this is a free trial for the essential plan right here. So you will get the option of features, and if I click on features, you will be able to check out all of the different features that we have. For example, communicate with teammates, author and submit messages, edit messages. Then I have my team, which is the social guide, and then there are the different components that we are going to be doing. These are the future ideas, for example, YouTube videos, management and designing. So what happens is then you can add their value, their effort, value by effort, release 1, release 2. This is the basic overview of your productboard.com dashboard. This is the dashboard that you are going to be getting in all of the different features. And then we have the option of roadmap, and when we go to roadmap, here we can actually create our roadmap on product board. So what you have to do is simply you select any of these plan, for example, release plan, sprint plan and Kanban, feature, release timeline, feature, launch, roadmap. So let's go with a release plan, and in the release you will see this option of release 1, release 2 or release 3. So you have to just select a roadmap first. Okay, so I am going with feature, launch, roadmap, where I am going to be getting my time visualization, milestones and swim lanes. That's pretty good. So I am choosing this roadmap and then I will be able to work on this one. So you can see right here that this is my roadmap. It is super clear right now because I do not have added anything, and now we will just get started. The first thing is to change the name, of course. So I'm gonna give my untitled roadmap the name. So to change the name for your roadmap, what you have to do is click right here and then you will get the option of rename. So let's change the name for this roadmap and I will call this one something else. So let's just click on rename, and this is going to be maybe test roadmap. There you go, enter. And this is the one that I have selected. So I can actually, switch between the roadmaps. If you have more than one, you can just simply, switch between them. If you want to create a new one, you simply click on create roadmap and you will land on this page that we just saw, right? And you can then select whatever type you wanted to select. So for now, I will simply go back because we have already created one. After that, you will see the option of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. These are the different, programs and tasks that have been added already, but we do not want any. And these are actually from our previous, logged in information. For example, the YouTube videos that I added and management. So if you do not want any of these, tasks and programs, what you can do is you can actually clear, or maybe you can hide it if you want to. You have to just click on these three dots and you can hide it or maybe clear it. If you want to move any, you simply drag and drop it to wherever you want to. So it becomes super easy to, manage. For example, I can get these right here and then this one could go here. There are different colors you can see right here. So everything is, well managed, and you can actually, change the color of any task if you want to. So if I click right here on management, let's go ahead and let's go with YouTube videos. So if I click on this color, it actually gives us the idea. These colors indicate different, status. For example, new idea, candidate, planned, in progress, and release. So if I click right here, you will see that these are the different feature status that are available. For example, new idea, candidate, planned, in progress, and release. If I want to change any of these, for example, I can just, click and it will be changed into candidate, and then I can simply click and maybe I can change it to in progress. Now if you want to create another list for this one, for example, I want the progressed one to be in this list, I can just move these here, and you can actually do a lot with these. You can actually move them around and stuff like that. So if I want to add a new milestone, then I can simply click right here and I can name my milestone whatever I want to. For example, I can call it test, and you simply add the date. For example, it could be 23. If I want to delete it, I can simply click on delete. So this is how you add different milestones and you add them. It's a very large view. If I want to decrease it, I can just simply go ahead and make it a bit smaller if I want to, and you will see it will be organized into these different queues. But again, if you want a big view, you will simply zoom in. Then we have the share option where we add our different theme, and we can actually print it and take it in the hard copy form and then export to image. If I want to export this roadmap in the form of an image, I can do that as well. Then we have the option of quarterly, and we can actually go to weekly, and then I will have an idea of what is happening. And I can go to, actually monthly is much better because in monthly you will have this idea. Now these are actually divided into monthly. The earlier what I did was it was quarterly. For example, it was in the years, but we do not want that. So you actually organize your different tasks into different months, and if you want to go with a weekly view, you can do that as well. Then we get the option of settings. In settings, you will see duration and date, effort, owner. If you want to add the owner tag, you can do that, and then you will have an idea that who is the owner for this task. This is pretty good. Go ahead and add it. If you want to user impact score, you can add it as well. Then you will have an idea right here. You will see the importance for this one. This will be the user impact score. And if you want to add the effort as well, then you will be able to see the time right here. So these are the different settings that you should do if you want your roadmap to be very professional and well managed. Then go ahead and add these options as well. So once you have set that, you will actually have a good idea of what is happening with each task and how does your roadmap looks. After that, it depends on you that how many tasks you have, what other features you want to add, and what are the different tasks that you want to add, different features. To add a feature, you simply click right here and then you can search for it, and you can actually select a program and you add it, and then you select the designing one and it will be added right here. So you will see right here that this one is added. Now if I want to move it, I can just simply move it around. So it totally depends on you that how you want your roadmap to look, what are the different features that you want to add. As many features as you will have, the roadmap will look good, and it will actually give you an idea how to manage and how to process. So this is what my roadmap actually looks right now for my quarterly view, and I can now print it out, or maybe I can just save an image for this one. And now actually I have an idea of the effort, the user, and who owns the task as well. So this is pretty good. This is how you can actually use your product board. It is super easy to use, very beginners friendly, and the pricing is not as much as well. And if we talk about the pricing, it is also reasonable. So yeah guys, go ahead and do check out productboard.com. You can create this amazing roadmap on product board and make sure that you add all of your different features and you have all of these very well customized and well designed. Then it will look super good, and then you can just save it. So yeah guys, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope that I was a big help to you. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel.